You already know who it is, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy with design advice for running a clothing brand. Now, before I get into all the questions that all you beautiful people ask me on my Instagram account, I just wanted to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, just perspective from a person that just been doing it for such a long time and like my experience on some key takeaways that you guys can take in and just ponder on throughout your day. So with that being said, the first takeaway is just because you're an artist, that doesn't mean that you're a brand owner. Now, a lot of people, they're very creative. I've seen people make some of the most best designs ever. They know I was about to say AI, but they know Illustrator and Photoshop inside out. They can do so many great things, but at the end of the day, bro, you have to separate yourself as a creator and a brand owner. And these are two different entities that require two different requirements. So my whole thing is that I've seen a lot of people that are very creative, that they try to be a brand owner and they're simply not a good brand owner. And that's okay. It's just all like, just go find somebody, you know what I'm saying, that can be the brand owner that you need them to be while you just stay as the creative director or whatever it may be for your own brand. And the second takeaway is your artistic side of your brand is screaming your brand's personality. So always remember that like all the designs that you put out, all the concepts, all the lookbooks, all this stuff, right? That's nothing but the brand's personality screaming at a person. Like when you go on my Instagram account and when you guys go look at the designs and the people who model my clothes and the concepts of the lookbooks and all these different things, right? Even the short films that we've done and all that good stuff, that is screaming to you, Lord knows, without saying a word. So always make sure that like your artistic side of your clothing is not just you just throwing whatever on the wall and hoping that it sticks. Make sure that it's all cohesive, it all makes sense, it all comes together under one umbrella as one, and make sure as well that like you're screaming your brand's personality through the messaging of the design of the person that's wearing the brand and stuff like that. And last but not least, if you're Batman, you need to go find you a Robin that can creatively direct your brand for you. So my whole thing is I'm a very creative person, right? And I love creating clothes, but there was a time where I had to separate myself as the brand owner compared to the creative director or the designer for the brand. So what I did was I went to go find a Robin who is, Lord knows, he eat, breathe, sleep, Lord knows, and he can create everything from here without much stress on my end, making sure that I'm micromanaging him, making sure that everything is running smooth. And I always make sure, and you should always make sure, that if you're going to get somebody to replace your creative side, if you're Batman, you need to go find a Robin. So Robin, obviously, he understood the mission, he understood the creed, and he was basically Batman, but without a black costume on. So Adrian, my designer, is basically, Lord knows, the owner, but obviously without my DNA makeup. But he is, Lord knows, he eat, breathes, and sleep, Lord knows. So when it comes to the creative side of everything, it's not looking like it's something that's forced. It's all power and it's something that's all authentic and all cohesive and it all makes sense. Now, some of the questions that I got over the weekend, obviously it wasn't that many design questions, but it was a few of them. So I'm about to give y'all some of the questions right now and then answer them for you. So the first question is, I'm having a hard time with the design side of my brand. It's all in my head and it's hard for me to output it creatively. So my whole thing is, let's build out our whole entire brand identity. And if you don't know how to do that, just take a piece of paper, draw a circle in the middle and write your brand name. So let's just say Nike, right? And when we look at the word Nike, what is a word that reflects Nike? Like what is the one thing that identifies with Nike and it represents Nike without saying that it's Nike? And for me, just like being a logical person, it's athletics. So then once we look at athletics, what are all the people, places, and things that represent athletics? We got torn ACLs, we got hard work, we got sportsmanship, championship, bad attitudes, winner attitude, mindset, pain, suffering, agony, defeat, championships. It's all these different things. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, like the greatest people at the top of their hierarchy in sports and everything, right? When you look at all of those things, it's like now we can build our brand identity from all of those different things. So it can be a torn ACL on a t-shirt and we can have something that makes it make sense, right? We can have, you know, a championship trophy, you know, and have it make sense with the brand Nike. So when it comes down to your brand, it's like, what are all the different tangible things within that one reflective word? What are all the people, places, and things, which brings out your inspiration to you? So for another example with me, when it comes to Lord knows, it's right. It's like Lord knows we got God, right? But you can use your God force power for good or for evil. So when you look at my brand, we got 666, 777, we got saints, we got sinners, we got popes, we got preachers, we got black Hebrew Israelites, we got a black Jesus, a white Jesus, a false prophet, the true prophecy, all these different things. Kim in Egypt, right? It's all all of these different things that's forming out my whole entire brand identity. And that's what you should be doing for your brand as well. So with all that being said, the second question I got, where can I find designers at? And the best place where you can find designers at for your clothing brand is on Instagram. So if you type in STD, and not the one that you guys got in high school and college, I'm just messing with you. But if you guys type in STD, that brings up all the studios, right? And then you can see all the designers. Now, this is just some free advice for me. Me personally, if I was starting out over from scratch and if I was trying to find a designer that was working cohesively to make my brand make sense to the world, I'm trying to find an underdog, right? I'm trying to find somebody that I'll go look at their designs, and if everything is exactly how I want it to look with my brand, then exactly what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to try to build with that person because he got something to prove and I got something to prove. He an underdog and I'm an underdog. I kind of don't want to work with somebody that's already on because they already got like an ego and they did, oh, I don't want to help you out, and it might feel like an obligation to them. I want to work with somebody that's like, bro, your shit is dope. He sees the vision in your brand. I'm an underdog. You're an underdog. Let's both come together. Let's Batman and Robin this thing and let's go take over. And that is the best brand advice I can give to anybody out there that's just starting out or anybody that already got skin in the game. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm the Prince Machiavelli. I'm the owner and the founder of the infamous streetwear brand Lord Knows Clo. And like I said below, I have a free course that can help out every single person. Not only that as well, I have a workshop that's 100% for free, just showing you how I went from $0 to $100,000 in the first 18 months running my clothing brand. So with all that being said, love is love, and I'm out. Peace.